In a world where we just broke out into full-blown song in the last podcast.
Always in a world.
Shut up, Luke. How do you like that? In a world where you can suck my clanky ass.
You want to go through that table again?
Oh, again.
You want to go through that?
All right, we're back. Pointless Sports Opinions. I'm here. Caleb Chase is across from me. Nick's asking the questions. He's got the headphone on.
Hey, guys.
LB's on the computer.
Monitoring the chat.
I'm doing some plugs here. Twitter and Instagram, PSO Sports 1. Pointless Sports Opinions on Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Twitch TV, and Spotify.
Bingo.
And some other places that
we don't
really get downloads on.
Didn't know existed.
The dark web.
Yeah,
we're also on the dark web.
Shout out to all 75 of you that download or that listened to our SoundCloud podcast last
big
time.
Shout out.
I don't know who you are, but shout out to you, man. That was dope.
Since the last one got 3 and then that one gets 7.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
very confusing stuff. All right, so what are we talking about? What divisions are we doing?
We got the NFC East and the NFC North. These are two really big time divisions. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, something about the NFL this year, it has a different vibe to it.
The NFC North might be the... it's a tough division.
NFC
it is.
North?
Yeah, it is tough.
Chicago will even it out.
Yeah, you're right.
They're going to be near the bottom,
but,
in my opinion.
I guess we'll start with the East.
Okay.
So, what do you like in the East? Who's the favorite?
Dude,
I think it's Philly, right?
I think, the favorite's Philly.
Yeah.
It's unanimous, but, I mean, they got a lot of interesting teams. Washington just picked up Alex Smith, a playoff quarterback.
Yeah, I got them in here. Let's talk about them, actually, first.
Washington.
What the heck? I don't have anything on
I didn't know what to put them. I didn't know what to put them.
Hold on.
What are you doing? Oh, you're helping me? Oh, I got a caddy over
there. There you go, boss. Okay, but yeah, Washington. I don't know what to do with them.
Get yourself a supportive friend like Caleb. Fix your boom mic for you.
I don't really know what to do with Washington. I don't know how good they're going to be.
No.
It's going to be a completely different team. Just signed Adrian Peterson hours ago.
Yeah,
so
I don't think that's going to really be that big.
I mean, it's better than Rob Kelly and Samaje Perine. So
you think he's going to start?
He will absolutely start. Yes. He's their starting running back. They wouldn't have brought him in otherwise.
He didn't look good last year at all.
He did for the first game. He scored like 3 touchdowns, I think.
And then after that, he looked like he shouldn't be in the league anymore.
He's going to start, though, because they wouldn't have brought him in. Rob Kelly and Samaje Perine are not. They're just not getting it done.
No.
They were going to rely heavily on Geis, and he ripped his ACL apart.
In the words of Drew Kinder, this is his favorite team.
Oh, yeah?
Jameson Crowder. He's a long ball
I love
threat.
Crowder.
Long ball threat. He loves the long ball.
I think
Alex Smith.
I don't know.
Alex Smith is a long ball thrower.
He does. Alex Smith is expert on the deep ball.
Jay
Ask Tyreek Hill.
I mean, is Jay Gruden a good coach?
Maybe.
Maybe. Offensive guy. Just like his brother. His dad or whatever the hell they're related.
I don't know.
Best Gruden coaching out there.
Oh, hot take. Hot take from Nick on the mic.
You want to sit on the casting couch and tell me?
But I don't know. It's going to be his first year without Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not his first year. He had RG3 for a minute, but he's always had Kirk Cousins.
I think it's going to show how good of a coach Gruden is because Kirk Cousins, I mean, look at his stats, man. I think we don't appreciate how good he was in Washington. His numbers are insane. Like, he's a 4,000-yard thrower, almost threw for 5,000 yards one season, a couple 40-touchdown seasons. Kirk Cousins lit it up, and they did nothing with it.
Yeah, I mean, they went to the playoffs a couple times, but, you know, I mean,
they trade one good quarterback for another, and Alex Smith, that's a weird team.
It's a weird team.
I wish that
I feel like they're gonna overachieve.
Yeah.
I feel like because Alex Smith is kind of universally underrated. He's not awesome by any means, but he was really good last year. I mean, it was his career year. But he's not going to be that good again, but he's not going to be bad. Alex Smith isn't. I don't think he's ever been bad. Yeah. So he's going to be Alex Smith. The lowest, probably most underrated running quarterback in the league. He uses his legs a lot.
Smith,
and he's super fast.
He's smart with it.
Yeah, he's super fast. So I don't know what to do with the Redskins. I don't even know.
I think they're going to play a big part in, like, shaping out that division. They're going to upset a couple teams and be a proving factor.
Because I feel like they could win.
They could easily be the reason, like, Dallas.
They could take one game from all these teams.
Easily.
But they could also lose a lot of games. So, I don't know. We'll see. I just don't know what to do with him.
Do they still have Chris Thompson?
Yeah, he just got hurt, though.
I thought he got hurt last year and he's coming back from it.
He did get hurt last year because he was on my fantasy team. But, yeah, he got hurt again. And, yeah, they have Rob Kelly and Perine, who both stink.
Ouch.
Yeah, not good. Mm-hmm. Where do you want to move from here? I want to talk about the Giants last.
You want to talk about them last? Well, I mean, Eagles got wins coming back. That's kind of a big storyline, I guess. The guy was almost an MVP candidate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like they're a good team. But do you see any regression out of them? I mean, you said Doug Marone wasn't. You didn't think he was
Doug
a good
Peterson?
coach, or Doug Peterson? Who's Doug Marone?
Doug Peterson.
Who the hell's Doug Marone?
Used to coach
Doug Marone. Somebody
used to coach the Bills, but or does he coach the Jags? I think he coaches the Jags.
Yeah.
Jags. Blah, blah, blah.
Doug Peterson. Yeah.
But yeah, Doug Peterson. I was not in on him, but he just won a Super Bowl.
That doesn't mean anything. You can overachieve.
It kind of does.
Kind of.
Kind of does.
You got a good team.
But yeah,
everything fell into place. Your backup quarterback threw for 400 yards in the Super Bowl.
their defense is amazing. They
Really
added Michael Bennett, so their defense is to be spoken for. They're top 5 in the league, top 3 in the league probably. It's probably them, the Jags, and somebody else. But
good receiving core too.
yeah, Alshon Jeffrey, a notorious just animal.
Just a big.
He's
man.
gonna have
just a big man.
He's gonna have a great year,
Oh,
and
yeah. I'm really surprised
I can almost
he didn't
guarantee
get 1,000
that
yards last season.
because he needed that year to get used to Wentz.
Yeah.
Receivers like in the NFL, you got to build a rapport, and like they don't guys don't change teams a lot.
Yeah.
So they got to get used to the guys, and he still had a really good year. So I think he's going to be awesome. Nelson Aguilar, who I was not in on at all,
Not many people were.
the year before last he was horrible. Last year was his second year, right? Or was his third year?
I think it was his second.
I think it was his second. He was horrible his rookie year because he had that opportunity to be the number 1 receiver and he just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And so he was bad, but he was great last year. So I think he's a solid number 2 guy. And they just added Mike Wallace also. Sorry. But yeah, they added Mike Wallace to play the slot, and he's a deep threat.
So they won the Super Bowl, and it sounds like they've done nothing but add.
But get better. Yeah.
So now it's just injuries pertaining.
Add that to Zach Ertz, top 3 tight end in the league.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah,
Jay Ajayi.
He struggled a
running
little
backs.
bit last season too.
Yeah, he had his worst year career wise, but I mean he's just gonna get better. But yeah, they got a lot of running backs. Wendell Small with Jay Ajayi. They just got tools everywhere. They're good. Yeah. They're good.
Good team.
They're gonna win 10 to 14 games.
It's easy. Yeah. I think so. Have them at 11-5.
They're gonna win the division.
Just because I think they're gonna have a couple of fluke losses.
All right. So who does that leave?
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Worst team in the division.
Really?
I think so.
I can definitely attest to that. I have them going 7.
And it's weird. It's
weird
weird
to say that.
It is weird.
They're not a bad team, but the division's everything.
I think they might be a bad team.
Hey, fact check. Aguilar's his 3rd year, or it's his
third year.
It's his 4th year now.
Oh, so we were way off. But no, Dallas. I think they're bad.
The one thing that always carried them was that offensive line, and the offensive line kind of.
Well, it's healthy now. Actually, Zach Martin did just get hurt. He just got hurt.
Yeah,
Our boy Zach Martin from Notre Dame. But I don't know. Zeke is about it. That's about all they got on
Zeke's
offense.
a damn head case. He's not good.
Yeah, but
he's good, but he's not mentally good.
yeah, but he's about the only
How
option.
good is Dak?
He's their number 1 running back.
Is Dak going to still be the game manager, or is he going to be a superstar
No, he's not a superstar.
that you know of?
Well, he doesn't even. He can't be a superstar. He's throwing to Allen Hurns.
That's true. Yeah, they have
He's
nobody in receiving.
Zeke's their number 1 receiver, and running back.
That's horrible.
He could catch like 100 passes, like for real.
That'd be cool.
And he's going to be a fantasy.
Especially for fantasy.
He's going to be a fantasy beast.
Considering him at 1 overall.
Oh yeah.
That defense
No,
has
yeah.
kind of fallen off over the past couple of years.
Defense is horrible. It's not good. They got Sean Lee. They lost Orlando Scandrick.
I'm glad this happened too. I hate the Cowboys.
They got Byron Jones. He's good. But I think they're the worst team in the division.
If they don't make the playoffs, you think
They're not going to make the playoffs.
Jason Garrett's
How
on
do they
the
make the
hot
playoffs?
Is Jason Garrett on the hot seat and they don't make it?
Yes. I think he's already.
I don't know, man.
Would you be shocked if you got fired midseason?
No. Especially if they start out the season 2-7 or something.
I think Jerry Jones is protecting him. I think he might have already been fired by a lot of other guys.
Well, he went freaking 8-8 every damn year.
Yeah. I don't know.
That breakout year, but other than that,
I think he's definitely on the hot seat.
it wouldn't surprise me.
For sure. And I don't think there's no roadmap
I feel
for
like
them.
they've gotten babied so much by having like that offensive line. If they would have gave the MVP trophy to that freaking line, I would have been okay with it because that offensive line is the greatest core of linemen that I've ever seen in my entire
You're
life.
right.
It's insane. That line, you could put anybody behind that line, and you'd have a great quarterback or a great running back. It's absolutely insane. What are you doing over
No,
here?
you're good. Keep going.
Well, now I don't know where I'm at anymore because
You're talking about the line.
That line's insane, and I feel like they didn't do anything with having that line. They didn't fill any holes on defense. They didn't fill any holes at the receiving. They've done nothing besides add Zeke. That's it. You had Darren McFadden rushing for 1,000 yards with that damn line. You remember Darren McFadden?
Yeah, Darren McFadden.
It's a hard guy to remember because he didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Run DMC, baby.
They do have Jalen Smith, our boy from Notre Dame, who could be the best player in that draft. I'm still standing by that. He is so good, dude. But I just don't see a roadmap for them to make the playoffs. They're the third best team in the division at best. Best. Because what we're about to talk about, the New York Giants. Let me get your thoughts.
My thoughts on the Giants?
Yeah.
I labeled them as most interesting, hands down.
They are definitely most interesting.
Saquon looks like he's midseason already. He looks like he's been in the league 3 years.
Yeah.
At running back.
He's a special breed.
He's gonna rush for 1,000 yards. Without a doubt in my mind. No question about it.
No question. No question.
Oh, I thought you were saying no.
Yeah,
it's insane.
He's going to sleep and do that.
Odell's back. Hopefully he can carry. The only thing that I think is going to hold back this team is Eli. If Eli regresses beyond belief, has like a Peyton Manning his last season.
First of all, he can't regress. He can't.
Yeah, he can.
He was so bad last year.
He's 20-plus touchdown, dude.
He had no line last year. He had no running.
Look up some Eli stats for me last season.
No, he was horrible.
He wasn't horrible.
He was bad. He got benched.
But for Geno, too, yeah.
Ben McAdoo benched him.
He's an idiot, that's why.
Yeah, he is a moron. But, listen, the Giants got Odell back. They got Saquon. They got Evan Ingram. Sterling Shepard.
Have you seen Odell's videos that he's been putting out? Dude, he's got a bad ankle. Or he had a bad ankle. His cuts are good.
Odell's debatably the best receiver. I think he's the second best receiver just because I think Antonio Brown is Hall of Fame legendary.
Yeah, I
think he's the second best receiver. I don't really think
Brown, Odell,
maybe Hopkins or Julio next, but I think Odell is amazing. Hopkins. But this team, I think they are a Super Bowl contender.
Ooh, damn!
Because their defense was also bad last year, but that's because they were on the field the whole game. Mm-hmm. Because their offense was horrible. They lost Odell. They had the Geno experiment. It's horrible.
Why the hell would you do that?
Dead corpses at running back. True. Now they have maybe a top 10 back right off the bat. They got Odell back. They have Evan Ingram, who's a wide receiver.
Did they add line? I think they did.
I don't know.
They might
I don't know off the top of my head. But they got Evan Ingram, who's just basically a very large receiver playing tight end. They got Sterling Shepard in the slot. This team is good, man. Eli is the worst part of that team, and I think that's okay.
His year last year, he had a completion percentage of 61.6. He had
that's good.
Almost 3,500 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions.
That's bad. Benched.
Yeah, he did get benched.
No one to throw to.
It was a lost year.
Yeah, after Brandon Marshall got hurt at the beginning of the year too, didn't he?
Yeah, and he was horrible.
No, that wasn't good.
Yeah, and
bad experiments.
They are one of my. I'm gonna put money on them to win the Super Bowl. I've already said that. I've been saying that for a while. They're 40-1, or I think that's lower now.
What if we get one more Tommy against Eli matchup at the Super Bowl?
That'd be amazing.
That'd be the greatest thing ever.
Eli wins
gets
again.
number 3.
Eli wins again.
That'd be badass.
He's got the best player of all time's number just 3 in his back pocket.
Best Manning of all time.
Oh, at that point.
No, you can't.
More clutch.
I don't know.
Clutch or lucky.
I'm not here for that debate, but the New York Giants. Shouts to G-Man. Shouts to Zach Page.
Yeah, you're going to have a good year, man.
The New York Giants might be my favorite team this year.
No, I'm going with Cleveland still.
I love the Giants. The Giants could win the Super Bowl. They've got the personnel.
They could. I'd still pick Minnesota out of...
Okay, think about this. And I know this is a completely different scenario. The Peyton Manning Super Bowl, the most recent one. How bad was he that year?
Horrible. He got benched for Brock Osweiler.
But they had that legendary defense. Now, I don't think the Giants' defense is that good.
It's horrible.
It's not. But he's set up for success. Eli is.
But he doesn't have that defense.
No, the defense is good. It is good. They got Jenkins. It's good.
It's not
good.
as good as Peyton Manning's defense with Von
absolutely
Miller
not. That was historic.
Talib going on historic.
They can make a run.
But that's the thing.
I think
you have a bad quarterback. The only time that you get bailed
but
out.
I think he's better than Peyton Manning that year.
Good.
I think he is.
Tom Brady's man, Nate Solder or whatever.
Nate Solder, yeah.
There you go. Did sign him.
There you go. There's your offense. So yeah, the Giants, most interesting team. I love the Giants.
But my thing is what happens if Eli falls off?
I think he's already fallen off. I think he can be
falls
fine.
off to the point where he's not even. You can't even throw him out there.
I think he could be fine.
He gets Peyton.
He's going to be fine. I think
he's
going to be fine.
Peyton had a 30 or
as long as Eli's not
before he fell off.
As long as Eli's not turning the ball over a ton, they're going to be good.
It's Eli Manning. Did you hear what you just said?
13 picks. That's not that bad.
Start all the games.
He's set like one game.
15 or 16 games started. And
yeah, 13 picks is not bad.
Go back a couple years, he was throwing 25 picks a game.
I'm just saying, he's set up for success.
35 and 25.
He's set up for success. That's all.
You're saying Eli ain't going to turn over the ball?
I'm saying if he doesn't. There's a lot of ifs.
I'm not going to get declined for a prom date. It's going to happen. It's me. It's Eli. Damn it.
Man. I don't know. We'll see. 13 picks, not bad. All right, you want to jump?
Yeah, to the North.
The North.
NFC North.
I love this division. This is a fun division.
Who's your favorite out of them?
The favorite? Minnesota.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't know if you thought Green Bay jumped up or...
No. Minnesota's really good.
I have them going 13-3.
They're really good.
I think they're going to be the best.
And have you watched Kirk Cousins in the preseason?
Oh, he's unbelievable.
Holy crap, he looks really good.
He's got a team now. Kirky's got a team.
Those receivers, Thielen and Diggs. He's got Kyle Rudolph, who's fine.
The only thing I think is
running back, Dalvin Cook. Oh man!
You know what was weird? Last season they didn't really have that many injuries.
There's your third best defense. Jags, Minnesota, and who did I say? Philly, yeah.
You didn't say LA, the Rams?
No.
It's Philly.
There's a lot of unknown there.
Philly, Minnesota, Jacksonville. Jacksonville's falling off. I don't care what you say about that. But
that's still 3.
Yeah, I'm saying 3.
Okay, they're third, not first. Whatever.
Minnesota was oddly healthy last season. You don't get that. Like, they didn't have any really key injuries.
Well, Cook got hurt right at the beginning of the year. But McKinnon stepped in and he did what he did. So he made himself a lot of money.
But I think barring injuries, this is the best team in the NFC.
I think you might be right. Yeah.
They had a team full of
They're another team
players last season.
Just got better.
And
all they did was bring in Kirk Cousins.
Got rid of Case Keenum.
Yeah. All they did was bring in Kirk Cousins.
They got rid of a B quarterback that used to be an F and then became a B, and now they got an A quarterback he's an A quarterback. It's Kirk Cousins.
I don't know.
He's a fourth. Look up his stats, man. Kirk Cousins was the Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Kirk Cousins, they probably would be a different name. Because they have so much scrutiny.
I'm not putting him in the conversation with, I don't know, all the elite guys. I don't think he's
this
close.
season's going to prove it.
I think he's really good. I think he's really good, and he's going to take him to the playoffs, and I think the rest is going to be handled when we get there.
You never know.
13-3, you said?
13-3.
Yeah, that would not shock me at all. They're amazing.
Who's your most interesting team in the North?
I guess Detroit. I mean, is Green? I feel like there's not. It's a fun division. Detroit's gonna be good. They're always good. Matt Stafford, very good quarterback.
Underrated.
Very underrated.
You know, he reminds me a lot of like Phillip Rivers. Really never had the team, but
was once a defeated quarterback. Lost or no? They got him the year after that. But he's played for bad teams. He's played for good teams. That was the only thing I was trying to say.
He was a part of that 0-16.
But they can't make the playoffs.
No, he wasn't part of the 0-16.
He wasn't?
They got him the year after.
I just remember Dante Culpepper started that year. Are you sure? Because I swore it was Matthew Stafford against Brady Quinn in one of a game, and they were both teams didn't win.
They drafted him, and then they won that game. I remember watching Then they ended the streak with him at quarterback.
So he played that season then?
No. You don't draft in the middle of the season.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
No.
He got drafted because they went 0-16.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like Stafford. I like all their guys, too. Marvin Jones, Golden Tate, Amir Abdullah, LeGarrette. They have 4 good running backs.
They do.
You say Abdullah's a good running back?
Yeah. He's their 4th-string running back.
Any running back that can run
He's
the
the
ball.
best 4th-string running back in the league.
Any running back that can run the ball 12 times a game and catch the ball sometimes 10 times a game is he's going to make big
And
things happen.
Nick, close your ears. Kerryon Johnson is really good. That guy is really good, and he's going to be on my fantasy team. And I'm going to take him too early. And he's going to take over that job, and he's going to be a 3-down guy, and he's going to be awesome. So I like that backfield.
You think Theo Riddick loses his third down job?
No. I mean, he'll be out there. Theo Riddick plays a slot, too.
Garrett's going to be Mr. Goal Line. He's going to have 10
Yeah.
rushing touchdowns.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't know about
I can
that.
see that.
I think Carryon's better than LeGarrette Blount.
No, look at this small boy.
But Golden Tate, amazing every year. Marvin Jones, red zone monster. This team's good. Defense, a little questionable.
You got Matt Patricia now, a defensive guy.
Yeah.
They could,
Man, that makes me nervous.
Yeah.
He makes me nervous. Matt Patricia. He's got a lot of hype to live up to, man. He's a Belichick disciple.
But at the same time, he's coaching Detroit. So that kind of.
And they can't win it. There's really no roadmap for them to make it out of the division here.
No.
Because
I'm going 8-8.
Because Aaron Rodgers and then Minnesota. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They could win. I mean, I don't know. They could win like 9 or 10 games and not do anything. That would be kind of crazy.
I mean, the NFC's stacked, man.
But I mean, what'd you have for your most interesting?
Mine was Detroit too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Green Bay's just as interesting though. Aaron Rodgers seems pissed.
No, I think so too. And no Jordy Nelson. No Jordy Nelson. Jimmy Graham. Did you see that catch he had? Oh my God.
Did you see
that defender has to retire, dude.
Did you see the celebration?
I might have missed it.
Aaron Rodgers didn't give a damn. He just walked off. He doesn't
business
even care
as
anymore.
usual.
I don't know if it's business as usual. I missed the whole smiling, discount, double check Aaron Rodgers. Now we're getting dating Danica Patrick. I was going to say something else. I'm dating Danica Patrick. I'm settling down, and my team sucks ass. And I'm getting sick and tired of having insert the 8th wide receiver play running back. You know?
Yeah.
I think he's tired of it.
Aaron Jones got suspended there.
He did.
Ty Montgomery's probably going to start the season as a starting running back. He's going to get his job back. I think he's actually good. I mean, I don't know how good of a runner he is, but he can catch it out of the backfield. He was a good fantasy asset.
Right? They have Jamal Williams?
Yeah, Joe Williams. There's Joe and Jamal. One's on the Niners. I don't know the difference, but he's good. Aaron Jones
is on there.
Aaron Jones suspended. He's good. Jamon Moore, Mizzou made, working in their starting wide receiver, getting reps. Devontae Adams is he's an animal. That's another guy I was wrong on. He was not good that one. The year he
dropped every damn pass.
The year he stepped into the role, he was horrible.
How many passes did he drop that season?
But last year,
it had been 10 plus.
Last season, he was awesome.
Yeah,
he was unguardable.
He had to be.
Yeah, and Randall Cobb,
huge, man.
Randall Cobb, reliable
slot guy.
Yeah,
Mr. Slot.
The defense is good. They got Blake Martinez. That guy's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think how many games are they winning?
I have them going 10-6. And I think
it's Green Bay.
They're going to sneak into the
They're winning more north of 10, I think.
North of 10?
I think so. I haven't looked into their schedule, but Aaron Rodgers, dude.
And I know it's Aaron Rodgers, but I mean,
I actually hadn't watched football in so long. I just turned on Aaron Rodgers highlights while I was listening to a podcast, and I was just he's a surgeon. He's a surgeon.
He's the best quarterback in the league.
He's
best quarterback.
I think he is. Yeah.
Maybe not of all time, but in the league he is.
I think he is. Especially when you talk about talent, like.
That's
not even close.
That's a really good way to describe it because he just
does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He can lead, he can drag, he can float, he can do whatever the hell he wants to
run and break his collarbone.
He did that.
Yeah, and he's awesome with his feet. He's awesome in the pocket, and he can get out of the pocket and scramble around.
True. He reminds me a lot of Steve Young. If you youngins,
I think he could win that division just because.
I think it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it
wouldn't surprise me.
I think
what if they both won 13 games?
I don't know about that.
But yeah, Green Bay's good. So Chicago. What do we say?
Trash. That's what I wrote next to it.
The defense is good, but they're going to play the whole game. Trubisky.
They got that good.
That Jerry's still out. I'm giving Trubisky a chance. No. John Fox, pretty horrible dumpster fire coach there. He was bad. Trubisky rolled out of the pocket like every single play, and it was like, what's even happening?
He had
like,
no one to throw to.
Whatever. I mean, he looked horrible.
Bad, and they haven't done anything to improve it.
I say this because bad coaches. I'll bring up the Jared Goff thing again. He looked like he couldn't play in the NFL. Yeah, last year, he was awesome. Last year, Jared Goff was awesome. So if Trubisky has it, it'll be brought out of him. If he's a game managing quarterback, Chicago could be all right. They could win 6 games. Maybe.
I think they're going to be the worst team in the NFC.
You think?
Hands down. I think 4-12, 3-13.
Their defense is good. Their front seven's good. Leonard Floyd. They got all those guys.
I just don't see it. I don't see it.
They're bad. I agree.
That's a bad team.
I always try to be optimistic.
I know. This is 4-12. This is 4-12. But I mean, at the same time, we thought the Jets were going to go in 16 last year, and they won 6 games, 5 games.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Yeah.
So sometimes teams like that overperform. And
Jordan Howard, Tariq Cohen.
hell, if they do go 6-10, like you said, they could shape out who wins between Minnesota and Green Bay in that division.
For sure.
They have at wide receiver.
I signed with them last week.
They just got rid of Meredith.
Yeah.
I don't remember. You're putting me on the spot. I don't remember. Look it up for us.
Okay, keep talking.
All right, we're going to go. That's it, right, for that division?
That's it.
So who do we agreed Minnesota's going to win, and we wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Detroit and Chicago.
And then NFC East, we both said Philly was going to win, and I love the Giants.
You do love the Giants. Watch out for Washington, though, man.
Yeah, I think watch out for Washington. I don't really know.
You don't know.
I'm going to watch Washington a little bit.
Allen Robinson.
Oh, yeah, they did sign A-Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
The target monster.
Kevin White.
Kevin White, booty
White.
cheeks. He's horrible.
We just saw
He's
your
hurt
arm
every
on
single year.
Yeah.
on the camera. I like that.
And then I have no idea. Javon Wims. I don't know any of these guys.
Allen Robinson. He's awesome.
That's it.
There you go.
That's another cog to their offense. So.
Mitch, throw it up to Allen Robinson. He's a guy that
something.
a couple years ago had 14 touchdowns. So Allen Robinson is a dog.
Freakier.
With Blake Bortles, by the way.
Robinson and Hearns year.
Yeah. Few storylines here. Chiefs signed Orlando Scandrick. That's just a bonus ad for the Chiefs. They're just going to get better off of that. Dez doesn't look like he's going to sign with the Browns.
I know.
Where else is he going to go?
And they said it was not because Josh Gordon came back, even though it came out the same week that he said he was coming back.
Where's he going to go? I think we're going to see it on Hard Knocks tomorrow. You know that, right? We're going to see the meeting. It's going to be awesome.
Oh my God.
I think
him walking in wearing a mink coat.
I think there's
Jackson just saying, "Get the hell out of here."
Jesus. I think there's still a chance they could sign him. I think they probably just didn't offer him very much money. And then when no team offers him money, he might go to the Browns. So, we'll see what happens with Dez. Maybe he gets signed before the end of the preseason.
The Dez debacle.
Bengals cut George Iloka. What the heck? That dude is an all-pro safety. He used to be. He started every game for the past 3 seasons. Somebody's going to pick him up, and that's a lucky somebody. I mean, he's good. George Iloka's good. Bengals are embarrassing. But they're going to save $5.3 million in cap space. So
They'll just give it to Andy Dalton
and then I put a roughing the passer clip in there. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think it's
the flags are ridiculous.
They're gonna overdo it in preseason.
Let's hope.
Because
they are absolutely guys are just tackling people when they're getting flagged.
They're trying to get it right. They're just overdoing it. It's preseason.
Yeah.
If they start doing this
I desperately hope so.
It's preseason.
Yeah.
This is how you do it, man. Whenever they did the new catch rule stuff, that's what they did too. This is how they do it. This is how they work it in. They overdo it in preseason and then figure out what is a rough hit, what isn't. And we'll be fine.
It's gonna be ongoing during the season. You're gonna be like, dude, why?
What, the flags?
Yeah, they're gonna.
I hope not.
How do you stop people from tackling in football, man? It's a violent sport. It's gonna happen. I don't understand it.
All right, that's about it for that. You got questions?
That was actually one of my questions.
What?
When it starts, will Goodell and NFL revisit or change that new tackle rule?
Well, they can't. I don't think you can do that.
I mean, or what are they gonna when I say revisit it, are they gonna?
We're gonna deal with it this season.
I think so.
Whether we like it or not,
Yeah.
and whether it's egregious like it has been, there's gonna be some calls that are gonna piss people off.
the rule is not.
It's so weird.
it's overdone,
I
but
personally
it's-
have never been through a football practice. I've never been taught how to tackle.
Yeah.
But these guys are saying that the way they've been taught to tackle their entire life, this rule is just screwing that up.
Yeah, but I mean, the one thing that they always point to is the play that won the Vikings the game when he just threw it up and he caught it and that dude went under him, didn't even look at him. That's what they're talking about. The dude was leading with his head. That's why it happened like that. They're trying to avoid that.
I understand that.
But they're trying to
at the same time, you can't
make
be
the
calling
game safer. It's either this or we're doing flags. One of the two.
Make
Yeah.
football safe, man.
I know, that's true. It's a hard
it's
fact.
too hard.
But they're trying.
Dude, youth football, if we're like being real, youth football might be gone.
I think so.
It might just go to tackle until you get to high school, or go to flag until you get to high school.
No joke, like most, and this is around our area, whenever I got offered that PA job or whatever, they said that most of the games got cut because the teams aren't filling up the younger rosters anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Kids don't want to play football anymore. They're doing other things.
Youth football, probably not in the South, but...
Oh, yeah, Texas and all that, they're probably...
Yeah, youth football might solely go to flag football. It might happen. Go ahead, Nick.
Who's the biggest team that has the most potential that's going to be your guys' like a letdown? So.
Ooh, that could let us down the most.
Let me look at the teams.
And then we're talking NFL
In the
still,
whole
right?
league?
NFL, yes.
The biggest
I'll
letdown.
probably do KC. I think KC can be a
That's a good
playoff
one.
team,
Your
but
biggest bust.
I can see in like Patty Mahomes, he hasn't played. Like we haven't seen him yet, and we're putting him up there at quarterbacks and stuff like that. But what if he goes out and has a bad year? What if he's a 20 touchdown, 13 pick guy and not the rocket arm that we think he is?
Yeah. A letdown. I want to say the Chargers.
Chargers, yeah, that's a big... Oh, I don't think they're going to be that good in general.
Yeah,
though.
I don't either. But
And I don't like them.
I think they could be really good.
I think they're going to be a...
We'll say Cleveland.
I mean,
People are hopping on Cleveland.
I'm prepared for that.
But people
That's
are
why I didn't
hopping on
pick 'em.
Cleveland. What if they win 2 games?
Oh, I don't know about that.
What if they do?
If they do, then that's
There you go.
exactly what I...
So we'll say Cleveland. People are hopping on them. They're trying to change the culture. They're going to have the Hard Knocks bump from everybody's heart this year.
Yeah.
So we'll say Cleveland. Cleveland could be the letdown.
Alrighty. Number 3, give me a preseason pick for your guys' MVP for the NFL.
Oh my gosh, Rodgers.
Ooh, that's a good one, too. He'd probably win that and comeback player if he wins it.
Mm-hmm.
What about this one? Le'Veon.
Oh my God, a running back?
Contract year? Go off?
A running back?
He wants that big money, man.
Yeah, that's true. Where's he going? Oh man,
We don't know.
He will not be on the Steelers next year.
And think about it. Like
That's
he's
crazy,
near
man.
the back half of the 20s. Like that's when people start saying like, oh, he might not be a good running back anymore. What if he goes out there?
Comes out, scores 20 touchdowns.
Goes out there, almost has 2,000 yards season or something.
goes 1,000 on the ground, 1,000 through the air, like
Something
15
like that,
touchdowns.
I could definitely see him do that.
David Johnson almost did that. It could happen.
Alright, that was all the football ones. I've got, what is your favorite Bill Murray movie?
Favorite Bill Murray movie?
Man,
Underrated Bill Murray movie, Zombieland.
Zombieland, good movie.
he's only in there for like
Yeah,
5
it's
minutes.
not-
It's so
It's not
good
a Bill Murray
though.
movie.
It's so good though.
But his part in it is
Yeah.
awesome.
Hold on, I can't remember what it's called. That damn you. guys will
Caddyshack's
know it.
good.
What is it
I
about?
don't like Caddyshack.
What?
Underrated. Yeah, I don't like it. Think it's overrated. That's just me though.
I'm just saying your
I hate-
favorite Bill Murray movie.
What's that? Moonrise Kingdom. You guys probably never seen it.
Never seen it. No.
It's a coming of age thing. He's in the movie. He's not really that big of a role, but it's about 2 kids that are like Cub Scouts or Cub Scout and a Girl Scout, and they like run away, and like everybody has to go look for him, and he's in the movie. It's a great movie. Look it up. Moonrise Kingdom.
All right.
And you said Zombieland?
Yeah, I like it.
Zombieland. Even
I
though
like
he's in
it.
there 5 freaking
Yeah,
minutes.
but they're the best 5 minutes of the whole movie.
That's true.
It does definitely kind
He
of.
gets shot in the chest.
It's
yeah,
so
funny as shit.
he's so funny, man.
Alrighty, last one's a baseball question. This weekend's gonna be the MLB Players Weekend, so that means they're putting on cool jerseys and they're gonna have nicknames on the back of your jerseys. Give me your guys' nicknames you would have on the back of your jerseys and why.
Oh no. I don't know, dude.
Thinking of appropriate names I could put on.
Oh man.
Probably, you know what?
Wilma? Sorry. Go ahead.
That's a good one. You like that, Dylan? Mine probably, since I got it going in all our group chats, probably be Big Dog.
I feel like you guys would make mine. What's mine?
I see.
High C.
See's a good one.
High C's a really good one. That's a perfect one. Or I get like a...
High C. I just
You
love
love
sipping
High
on
C,
that.
man.
Sipping on that High C.
I'll get like a Pine Rider or something.
Oh, Luke coming in back. From
That's a good one.
dropping the bomb on us.
That's a good one.
Is that it?
That's it, that was 5.
That's
Dope.
it, man.
Those were good
You
questions.
got a final thought?
Yeah, I got a final thought. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll go first. I'm just gonna shout out Patty Mahomes' touchdown pass.
Oh man,
I took
69 yards.
I took
Also,
some-
good job, Patty. That's always funny.
I took some notes on it. If you haven't seen this, if you haven't
one pass.
if you haven't seen this, go watch this. This is one of the most bizarre. One of the best throws I've ever seen. It's one of the best throws I've ever seen. Tyreek Hill streaking down the field. Patty Mahomes steps up, throws this pass from the 25-yard line. The pass hits the ground at the 5, hits Tyreek Hill at the 5-yard line.
Tyreek burns past 2 defenders for it.
3.
3? Shit,
There's 3 defenders. Yeah.
That's insane.
I'm pretty sure he got both the safeties and his corner, but
He's so fast.
it traveled 68.6 yards through the air. Through the air, that ball traveled 68.6 yards.
Insane.
And it's the farthest touch. It was farther than
That's
any
like
touchdown
Jamarcus
pass
Russell
last season.
numbers right there.
Absolutely absurd. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it. It was crazy. I saw it at work. Terry came up to me. He's like, "Dude, look at this." Like we were just sitting at the bar. He's like, I was like, "Oh my god."
And then, yeah, that was a really good pass. You like that?
I did, yeah.
My final thought, we're going to have Luke Baker put the clip in, but I don't know if Triple H watches our podcast.
He could.
He could, but if he did, we're going to put the clip in. I took a bump, my first bump ever. Not like that kind of bump, like 70s.
Wrestling lingo
like
bump.
a wrestling bump, not like a 70s Scarface bump.
Yeah.
We're still a drug-free podcast.
Drug-free podcast.
We're not doing those kind of bumps. But I took my first bump. It was really good. Luke will put the video in for the YouTube.
Explain to people. People, what a bump is, dude.
A bump is whenever somebody takes a big fall or like a big spot, which is another wrestling word. It's like the big moment of the match.
Yeah.
So like somebody falling off a ladder through a table, that's a bump. Mainly because it's fake and it's scripted, but it actually hurts. Like it's actually you're falling through something or
You're gonna get
falling from a
you're
ledge.
gonna get a bump.
Yeah, you're gonna get a bump on you.
Yeah. So shout out to Chase's bump.
I got a cut on my arm. It
Oh
hurts.
man.
I put a lot of antibiotic material on it.
Neosporin.
And I'm sure there was
I'm allergic to Neosporin. It has to be Polysporin.
and I'm sure there was no beverages that led up to that
Oh,
bump, right?
none.
None?
There's a lot that fell out of the trash can after I
All right. Shout out to Chase's bump. Spread the word.
spread it.